welcome to our French cleat discussion. As you would have seen in this video, we've completed a full feature wall here in our assembly area, and we've used the bronze mirror that we use in a lot of projects, which just gives you that sense of depth and a much bigger space. This whole factory area is obviously quite compressed, and we're always sort of looking for, we're trying to make the most of space. So the idea with this wall was that, you know, we can have it set out with particular workstations and each section with a specific purpose and tool sort of portfolio. This area is router bits. We've got the Jessam in bench router here. Within these columns we have air ducting that sucks back out to the main dust extractor, and on these sides here we've got these little sliding gates which open that plenum box up to these areas. So in here we've got downdraft. When the main dust extractor's on, you can open these up, and then this whole area here becomes a downdraft. So if you're sanding or doing any sort of fine sort of dust works, you can turn that on and suck air back. This is also connected into that, but also into a localized Festool vacuum. But the idea here is the full wall. You've got the mirrors, and you've got the flexibility of moving around your tool support. So the way we've done this is we've got the mirror. These are all been mass cut, bronze mirror. The arris hasn't been taken off, so there's sort of crisp edges, but they're all covered. So we've then put so with the mirror, we've started at the bottom. We've put, you can see down in here, we had blocks on the wall, so the mirror goes on. We do circles with our glazing silicone, so it's non-aesthetic, so it doesn't eat away the silvering on the mirror. That then gets pushed on. We've then got an offset timber that goes on and sits on there. This is shot off into stud work, and then we do the circles on the other mirror, and that goes on top and pushes down, and we keep working our whole way up. So the video will show that going on, and then we come along with our batten. This is our angled split batten. So that's got the rebate out of it, and we've glued this, and then this sits over here, and the mirror is obviously offset with the silicone, and that split batten goes on and pulls up tight to the mirror. So it's pushed on and shot with a headless pin, and that then, you know, is pulling up tight to the mirror. We've then made these shelving profiles that match that detail, so they sit over, and then you know, typically with French cleats you have a section of timber that comes off that sits over two of the battens, so it can't drop. And we can also put wedges in there that lock it in place. At the moment, you know, the router platforms there are just hanging on there, so they can, you know, with enough vibration and movement, they can dislodge. But the idea here is also to include some magnets in both of these profiles, so they lock on and stay there. And the other option is to, you know, have that section that comes down and locks onto the next. You can see here we've got there's a lot of stuff still to set up here, but the idea here was, you know, have a Japanese tool or a few Japanese tool sections. We've got some sections in here that have got, you know, magnets in them that pick up different tools, and, you know, the idea is to, you know, at some point have this whole wall set up as tool stations. So that's the idea, and if I draw a little sketch of that, we've got your wall. You know, we put on a little temporary block, and and that's screwed into the wall. Then we're sitting our mirror in, and that's put on with, you know, you've got silicon circles on the back. Then we put our timber on, and that's shot in with a pin to a stud. And then we've put the next mirror section on, and that's got the circles on the back, and we keep working our way up. And then we come back, and you've got your little profile here that's coming over. It's got that section on it. So coming up. So you know, when you take this off, you can see, you know, that's your batten. You've got the raised edge on the back. You can see that section on there, and it just sort of sits on. So then the opposing batten, yeah, we've got this sort of section happening that sits over these. Typically, you would have a supported section that comes down like this, which stops this, you know, tilting or falling off. And we're also looking at having sort of magnets in here, so you'd have a section like this, and the magnets are picking it up and holding it there. Having this section on here obviously covers the mirrors. There is an option of having a section that comes down in stainless, like so, and that would mean the shelf can't spin around. So work in progress. Yeah, over time we'll find some time to finish all this off, but it's already adding a bit of extra space to our day, and yeah, we'll progress when we get some time. Thanks for watching.